heard from Santana, Garrett, and Princess Aussie. Our main event will be ending things with tag team championship action in our main event is Santana, Garrett, and Princess Aussie challenge Penelope Pink and Holly Swag for the WOW World Tag Team Championship. David, what a night we have planned for you here.
Well, I got to tell you something, Nigel. I hope I get this in before the next inning. You hear the whip? You hear the whip?
Can't help but hear it, David.
I got to the arena early today, and Katarina Jinx was in makeup, and the whip was next to her. And I grabbed the whip.
Uh-oh.
And she took an ire to that.
And their opponents from Albania and Toronto, Canada, respectively, is Xena Phoenix, the Albanian Grappler, and Garrett.
Right here they come, Katarina and Xena Phoenix. And what a perfect tag team combination this is. The kicks and the swiftness of Kai and the power and the strength of Xena Phoenix. And I'm gonna tell you something about that wardrobe, if you will. The beautiful cape of Xena Phoenix. She was coming to WOW and wanted to wear something from her athletic MMA background. I would call it a jacket. And I suggested, along with Taylor, who runs all the gear in WOW, and Kristen, why don't you look at this gorgeous cape idea? She wasn't convinced, but boy, we had it made, and we bestowed it upon her as a gift for being a rookie in WOW, and she loves it and wears it to ringside every day. And look at the power she's exhibiting here on the opening minutes of WOW Women of Wrestling.
Xena Phoenix, I've said it time and time again, but she is just lightning quick, David. It is really hard to get a handle on the competitor, the superhero known as Xena Phoenix. Of course, Xena and Katarina have teamed up in trios action before, David, taking on Top Tier. Of course, Top Tier, we saw just last week, retain the WOW World Trios Championship against Fury, Chainsaw, and Daisy Lane. But as we heard from Fury, Chainsaw, and Daisy Lane, they're not done with Top Tier yet. Now it's the Albanian Grappler going for the armbar, but Goldie Collins fighting her off.
I was wondering if she'd get up when she hit that rope and hit Katarina Jinx, but she elected not to. She stayed focused on Goldie Collins. She chases her into the corner now. The referee holding back Katarina, and they've taken advantage of this situation. Katarina Jinx jamming on the Albanian Grappler, and as I was noting to you about that whip, I took it out into the hallway, and I tried to get that whip to make the sound and maneuver it. And thank goodness I'm not in any whip contest. You can tell I've never used a whip because I couldn't get it to crack like Katarina Jinx.
It's a special skill set that she has. Double suplex from Collins, and Jinx now cover on Xena Phoenix. It's going to take a lot more than that to put down Xena Phoenix, David. A regular old shoe baby, if you will, whip, huh?
The fans are yelling for Katarina. Katarina. They want to get her in there to help Xena Phoenix. Ring cut off well by Animal Instinct.
Well, Katarina has been a friend to several new WOW superheroes, including Valentina Diamante. Let's not forget that. And
She's
also
here tonight. Valentina Diamante is here tonight.
Xena Phoenix moving out of the way of that leg drop by Katarina Jinx. But yes, Katarina now in for her team. Katarina rushing Katarina Jinx. Sending Katarina Jinx down now on Animal Instinct. Looking to add a little steam to their victory from just a couple of weeks ago. Trying to stack up some victories. But so is the team of Xena Phoenix and Katarina. Katarina now cut off by Goldie Collins, and Katarina Jinx sending Xena Phoenix down off of the side of the ring apron. And now, Katarina Jinx. The pause for effect from Jinx and Collins. Xena Phoenix kicked off of the ring, and now the pin from Jinx. And what an amazing victory from Animal Instinct. Some might even say, David, a big upset.
And now for the best in breed. Your winners, Katarina Jinx and Goldie Collins and Animal Instinct.
Xena.
Introducing first, from Shama, New Mexico, Sylvia Sanchez.
We've got singles competition, David, as you promised us. We're going to see the return of WoW superhero Tatevik the Gamer, who you said, David, it has been 13 years since we have seen her in WoW Women of Wrestling. But Sylvia Sanchez, I know that she is looking for this opportunity to capitalize, to shut down the returning Tatevik the Gamer and use her as a stepping stone, if you will, all the way up to the top, David.
That's right, Nigel. Tatevik the Gamer was in there against Jungle Girl, Santana, Garrett, many of the WoW superheroes, been out on the independent circuit, and then she returns. She called up and said, I want to come back to WoW. I want to get into the purple ring and make a name for myself.
And her opponent, from Glendale, California, it's Tatevik the Gamer.
Tatevik, a specialist in martial arts.
I was going to say, David, you know, we just saw Xena Phoenix and Kara Kai lethal kicks, but some might say that the kicks right there up with Tatevik the Gamer. Of course, she's especially skilled in that fighting, if you will, discipline, David, and she is back here on WoW.
Tatevik is a gamer, by the way. Spends hours gaming. In fact, when she somewhat left the ring of wrestling, many people said, what'd you end up doing? What was your time? Well, she was on tour gaming. Gaming, of course, becoming a huge sport. And Tatevik the Gamer became a leader in the industry.
Referee Julio Rodriguez calling for the bell to be rung, and that means that we're kicking things off now in this singles competition. And David, now Sylvia Sanchez locked up with Tatevik the Gamer. Oh my goodness.
Learning fast what a return to WoW means by the veteran Sylvia Sanchez. It ain't easy, baby.
No, it's not. That's not much of a welcome now. Sylvia Sanchez saying, is that all you got, to Tatevik the Gamer, sending her down with the clothesline, and the Gamer now with the hip toss from Tatevik. On track to follow it up, and for a 13-year absence, Tatevik looking great here, David.
Tatevik the Gamer putting it all together tonight right now, as she's got many fans here tonight in the greater Los Angeles area cheering her on.
Wow, such a great organization, David. A nice mix of some of our veteran performers like Tatevik coming in, and a nice mix of new competitors like Xena Phoenix we just saw in action, and now Sylvia Sanchez with that sidewalk slam to Tatevik the Gamer, feeling very confident in herself tonight, David.
Well, many of her fans here from Glendale, California, where the Armenian army is here to cheer Tatevik the Gamer on. She is the Armenian warrior, if you will, and there she takes a blow across the chest from Sanchez.
Sylvia Sanchez on the offense. Oh yeah, nice elbow off the ropes to Tatevik by Sylvia Sanchez. Sylvia wants the pinfall, but Tatevik has more gas in the tank. Sylvia gonna dish out some more.
And let's not forget, David, our main event, which we announced at the top of the hour. Santana, Garrett, and Princess Aussie challenging for the WoW World Tag Team Championship in our main event, taking on Holly Swag and Penelope Pink. That is our main event, but right now, back to singles action. Senton splash from Sanchez, hooks the leg, good enough for a 2 count. Tatevik powers out.
The Armenian warrior, Tatevik, is in trouble right now on a return to WoW.
Sylvia Sanchez with such a mean streak. You can see the handprint of Sylvia Sanchez right there in the rib cage of Tatevik the gamer. Could you see that, David? I don't know if we can get a nice camera angle on that, but the handprint of Sanchez. And now Sanchez trying to cut off the oxygen flow to Tatevik the gamer. Tatevik with the kick, the back elbow, and now the clothesline, sending Sylvia Sanchez down to the canvas, hook in the leg. Will it be enough to put away Sanchez? No. Tatevik the gamer still has more that she has to put into this if she wants to take down Sylvia Sanchez. Sylvia Sanchez with another shot right into the midsection, swinging neck breaker.
See that neck breaker?
It connects in the middle of the ring. Perfect placement if you're Sanchez, and now Tatevik still showing that heart and that desire to get back in the game, if you will.
Tatevik the gamer being assisted up and now pulled up and on the shoulders of Sylvia Sanchez. She fights and she twists and she goes for the kick. Oh no! I thought it was a kick, which it could have been, but right there, it was a roll.
Tatevik with the cradle pin as Sylvia Sanchez argues with referee Julio Rodriguez. She's not happy, but Tatevik sure is.
Your winner is Tatevik the gamer.
Tatevik.
Introducing first, from Ocala, Florida, and the beautiful land down under, it's Santana, Garrett, and Princess Aussie.
Santana Garrett and Princess Aussie announcing at the top of the show that they are forming a tag team, David, and they are challenging the WoW World Tag Team Champions, Holly Swag and Penelope Pink, David, who as of late have had their hands full with Miami Sweet Heat, but now accepting the challenge of Garrett and Aussie. Could we see new tag team champions here tonight, David? The 2 former WoW World Champions teaming up to challenge Penelope Pink and Holly Swag.
The reason you could is because they're both former champions. So this is a great main event for tonight. This friendship, this tag team forged because Tormenta went on her way to win the WoW Singles Championship. Santana left behind on her own as Americana tended to family business. And then the 2 of them started talking in the locker room and they said, hey, we're both former champions of WoW. Let's us form a friendship and make a bond to become possibly the next tag team champions of WoW.
And their opponents, accompanied by the fabulous Lana Star from America's Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, and Jackson, Tennessee, respectively, your WoW World Tag Team Champions, Penelope Pink and Holly Swag.
Holly Swag and Penelope Pink, who have been embroiled in a feud with Miami Sweet Heat, are coming to ringside for a tag team defense of those championship titles. I always thought Holly Swag was nothing more than a Trojan horse, maybe inside the Fab Four to assist her mom, but no, she was a stirrer of the pot, causing the controversy and the discord that led to the Carlson twins actually battling each other in the ring, which maybe was a good thing, because in the end, they discovered what twins is all about, a bond that should never be broken.
The unbreakable bond of the Carlson twins. Miami Sweet Heat, of course, David, was on display after the several challenges to Holly Swag and Penelope Pink for those, the silver championships being held up by referee Charlie Wu, David. Of course, we could not even contain the action between those two teams, even with lumberjacks.
The lumberjacks started battling each other, and it all spilled to the outside of the ring and into the back of the WOW Arena. Nothing could contain them. The referees tried, but everything had to be dismantled, if you will, when the real security had to get involved and the police. Right now, fans, Holly Swag is in there with the former champion of WOW, Santana Garrett.
And you know, David, Santana Garrett and Princess Aussie, two of those lumberjacks in that matchup, David. Now, as you mentioned, the former WOW World's champions, and you can see it right there, Santana Garrett, side headlock takeover on Holly Swag. Santana Garrett, who trains week in and week out in her home state of Florida now. Not only training herself, but future up-and-coming, hopeful superheroes and stars in the world of professional wrestling is now Holly Swag, who is well-traveled herself now. Side headlock takeover on Garrett. Swag and Penelope Pink, so full of themselves, David. Now, as Charlie Wu says, that's a 1 count. But I find it interesting that Penelope Pink and her feud with Miami Sweet Heat said that Miami Sweet Heat was actually responsible for bringing the cancer into the Fab Four. Is that how she feels about Holly Swag, her own partner?
Well, you got to remember something even further back. How did Big Rig Betty and Holly Swag even get into WOW? They got in by having the towing service and helping Lana Starr tow her car one night. That's going way back into the connection of the fabulous Lana Starr with Holly Swag and Big Rig Betty.
And now Princess Aussie with the clothesline.
And it really was an innocent, unmistakable identity by the hotel in downtown LA. They thought Holly Swag was Lana Starr. Well, of course she took advantage of it all. Champagne, caviar, massage. But boy, she didn't know there was going to be a cost, and Big Rig Betty's paid the cost in losing her daughter to Lana Starr. Here comes a former champ.
Snap suplex connects from Princess Aussie to Holly Swag. And now, Princess Aussie going for the cover. Gets a 1 count. Again, this matchup for the WOW World Tag Team Championships, and you're mentioning Holly Swag, of course, the mistaken identity with Lana Starr, and it's now Holly Swag who's wearing those hair extensions provided by Lana Starr. A lot has changed, David, in this last year.
Well, she's gone to Beverly Hills, $650 or $1,200 with all the massage and the tip and the drinks, getting all made up the Lana Starr way.
And that's the lifestyle that Holly Swag has now grown accustomed and fallen in love with Penelope Pink.
No more possum soup for her with Jesse and Big Rig, her mama. No more squirrel soup either. Possum and squirrel soup, they might serve that up one day to Sprout and Parker.
There's nothing wrong with a little fried squirrel here or there. Now it's Princess Aussie charges Penelope Pink, who sends Aussie over the top rope. Lana Starr, though, you got to keep an eye on her now. Princess Aussie with the kick to Penelope Pink.
Look at her.
Now, Aussie, I told you, David. Lana Starr is out on the ringside area to do one thing, and that is cause problems.
And Holly's joining in.
The more the merrier.
Santana trying to break it up as Holly Swag runs away. Charlie Wu telling her to get into the corner. Here's a potential pin. Now, Nigel, as I look at Penelope Pink, it just hits me. We've got 3 former champions in the ring in action and 1 on the outside in Lana Starr. So it's filled with champions, and Holly Swag, of course, once had the tag champ. She's the only one that's never won a single title. Well, 2 knees taken to the jaw, Princess Aussie.
But 2 times, David, Holly Swag has held that WOW World Tag Team Championship. 1 time with her mother, who Miami Sweet Heat made an observation, David, when they said, if you turn your back on your mother, we should have known better. Good observation. Penelope Pink, though, better watch her back, David.
No more valued words than that.
Snap suplex.
Turncoat. She's a turncoat on her values. on the family honor and respect, and all for $1 to be with Lana Starr in a lifestyle. It happens to the best of them, Nigel.
Holly Swag, I've got to give the devil her due, a great competitor, David, a great in-ring competitor, but really I've lost all personal respect for her with her behavior and attitude.
Well, you said the devil, you mentioned the devil. The devil is in Hollywood and all this enticing lifestyle. She lost her values and her mama lost her.
Well, they say the root of all evil is money, and that seems to be the case, at least if you're Holly Swag. Now, it looks like Penelope Pink sending in Princess Aussie face first into the top turnbuckle. Now is Penelope Pink doing a little posing, feeling very full of herself.
Oh,
and
she
now
goes over and knocks Santana Garrett right off the ring apron.
my goodness. Penelope Pink now going for the cover on Princess Aussie, who still has more gas left in the tank, David, if you will. A little more fight left.
Penelope Pink, one of the best wrestlers you'll find in WoW. She's got a slogan she loves to use.
The best damn thing in WoW, David, don't forget it. And now the photo op from Holly Swag, Penelope Pink, and Lana Starr, and Santana Garrett. Looking to break up that photo opportunity is now.
Look at Lana pulling on the arms while Holly kicks, and then on the back goes Pink with the kicks.
More of an opportunity to gang up on Princess Aussie than a photo opportunity, David, now as snapmare takeover from Holly Swag, who now is in that Shining Wizard knee. Charlie Wu saying, nope, 2 count only. And these fans here in the WoW Arena solidly behind the challengers, Princess Aussie and Santana Garrett. Princess Aussie misses with the first kick, but connects with that second back kick to the side of the head of Holly Swag. And if Princess Aussie can reach her partner Santana Garrett, this match has all new life, David. We could see new WoW World Tag Team Champions. Aussie tags in to Santana Garrett, and Penelope Pink in for her team. Santana Garrett sending Pink and Swag down multiple times, just lighting up this ring. Irish whip from the former WoW World Champion, and now the back handspring elbow connects to both Pink and Swag.
The elbow connected to Swag, a wrist of Penelope Pink, which didn't take her out.
Rise and shine, David. This could be a new tag team champions. No.
But Holly Swag broke it up, and Lana Starr thought that was it.
And now Holly Swag with the hitch and ditch connects in the middle of the ring, goes for the cover.
But look at Santana Garrett smartly rolling out before she can be potentially canned.
Dragon Whip suplex from Princess Aussie. Discus forearm from Penelope Pink, and now Penelope Pink with the flatliner to Princess Aussie. Sends Aussie rolling out of the ring, but David now.
Look who's climbing to the top, Santana Garrett. But Lana Starr's holding to that left ankle. Lana Starr trying to hold Santana Garrett from going up high and securing a potential victory in the championship titles.
And Santana Garrett walking into the double team with Holly's double V trigger knee.
All due to the fabulous Lana